We are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft podcast. This is episode number 59, and I'm being joined by the very busy, so I'm gracious that he's honoring us here with his presence, Federated Ambassador, Mr. Martinez. Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you again for giving us a little bit of your busy time here as getting everything ready for this Sunday's Welcome to War.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
but Mr. Martinez, before we keep going here, I do have a question I ask everyone that comes on. So, you heard the name of the podcast. It is called Respect the Craft. So, for you, when you hear that term, the craft, what is that for you?
Um, I started out like pretty much everybody a fan of professional wrestling and got pulled in by the creative side of it and the athletic side of it. But craft is exactly that. I mean, the gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen that do their work in the squared circle, it's definitely a craft. It's an art form. Something that takes a lot of patience, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Literally blood, sweat, and tears. But yeah, it's definitely a craft. These are craftsmen and craftswomen that are in this ring, plying their trade, as you could say.
No,
And you
definitely so.
have to respect that for what these ladies and gentlemen go through in training and going up and down the road, and again, plying their craft and trying to be the best at what they do. You have to respect the work ethic, the hours, the passion that they put into it. So that's what it means to me.
Hey, there you go, and definitely so. That's exactly why I wanted to call the podcast "Respect the Craft" because it's definitely something I've respected over the years, and it's something uh, I love to give back to because it's something that's given me so much as well. So I have to now go into something because again, the reason I definitely wanted to have you on is because you are very much known for the affiliation with Federated. But I have to ask, with Federated, how is that with your involvement? How did that start? How did you get into what we now know as Federated?
So I wanted to be in the business. Like I said, I was a fan who I grew up watching professional wrestling and fell in love with it. Um, my athletic career went down the tubes when I blew my knee out playing baseball, but I still enjoyed professional wrestling, and I transitioned from sports into the creative end of film and writing, and from there I wanted in badly, and I thought the creative side of it would be the route for me to go. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually did interview a while ago for a position with the WWF at the time.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
that that was going to be my way in, was the creative end of it.
Okay, got you. And here we go. We got Money Morales already, the boss man of Battle Club here, listening intently. So I guess he's trying to hear some secrets from the Federated side of things. But we'll be
That's
getting into that a little shortly. But okay, because how I met you was a few years back, which I'm not sure if you guys in Federated, do you call yourselves like chapters of Federated? Because I've seen many members come and go. And
so. Here's the thing with Federated. Originally, it was going to be its own promotion, and then
okay,
we decided we could do more by. People call it a faction. People call it a stable. For me, it's a brand.
okay,
It's a Federated wrestling brand within wrestling. And yes, like you said, there have been so many members that have been a part of Federated over the years. That have gone on to do bigger and better things, and I'm nothing but happy for them. So right now, the way I treat it is that there is a Federated North and Federated South.
okay.
That's why the logos, there's the red F bomb and the black F bomb, so that signifies the two different brands, you could say, of the Federated group.
Okay, got you. Because yeah, I remember when I first met you, it was when Federated had Mike Orlando and Ali Rex a while
Yep,
back.
they're
Yep.
still a part of it. Like
Okay.
right now, joking the other day, I was like, it looks like we're getting to that NWO era. We're up to 13 members at this point. So
Okay.
I think we're gonna cap it there before it starts getting ridiculous.
Well, then there could always be space for a few more, but that's for the people to wait and see. But definitely, because I've seen
Yep.
them. We talked about members that have gone on, Casey Navarro's, the Papa Dons, all of them that have even Ray Fury as well.
Yeah. Yeah. You have Ray
So
Fury, Jay, John Davis, Corey Shavis, um, Dash Wilder. Yeah, quite a
there you go.
history. VSK. So yeah,
Definitely.
quite a history. Romero. Yeah.
Here we go. Now we have another member, one of the newest members here, Abraham Khan, saying hashtag Federated there. There you go.
That's
I was a
it.
surprise there. I was a little, especially for where you're at right now, because we could see you're in the home office right here of the Fallout shelter, and they weren't too happy about this. They weren't too keen on seeing this photo and seeing Abraham wearing that Federated T-shirt.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is business. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's business, and Abraham Khan made a business decision that he feels is best for him. I just approached him, and you know, Mick Drake and myself were given an opportunity to the Fallout shelter to give a student that thought they were ready the opportunity to feel what it's like to be in a main event, to have that spotlight on you. And unfortunately, Mike Law decided he was going to take that spotlight away from a student and take it for himself. And I spoke with Abraham before, and I really told him his talents and where he's at, that he should step up and challenge Mick and get that taste of what it's like. And he wanted to. Unfortunately, he didn't get the opportunity to. So I think that's kind of what pushed him over the edge and making his decision to take that Fallout T-shirt off and show his Federated one.
All right, there you go. And here we go. Abraham now saying, send your location, I'll get you a signed copy. Oh, I guess he means the photo. But well, I'll be seeing you guys Sunday, so maybe we'll discuss that as well. But no, and again, like I told Abraham, I understand the decision. Again, it's a great one. Again, when you're trying to invest in yourself and look at again the list and history of Federated, why not join a group like that? Like it's shown success.
At the end of the day, my job with Federated is to give a platform um, for all the members, all the guys and girls to showcase their talents. And the way this business is. Sometimes you have to make sure things go your way. Um, so I'm that guy. I'm that guy to make sure things go in the direction Federated needs them to go in.
There you go. Which I can imagine that's definitely the game plan for this Sunday. So let's start jumping into there. Let's talk about all things welcomed more when it comes to the Federated side of things. So let's show the official poster. Oh, wait, wrong poster. Sorry about that. Let's show the real official poster for this Sunday right here as it's
go.
welcome to war here. Look at that poster. Look at that. Look at the champion front and center right there. We even got you on the poster. We got again, future champions right there in those tag champs. And we got, again, right there in the middle, the newest member in Abraham Khan. So
Yes,
let's get into that. Let's start here with the tag title matchup. Let's get your thoughts as you will have Federated representatives here of Saeed Al Sabah and Treehouse Lee challenging the main event for those Battle Club Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, I mean, nothing but respect and admiration for the main event. I'm actually a huge fan. Um, like I said, I was trying to clear up some things because there seems to be this like misconception that myself and Federated want to destroy Battle Club or destroy the Fallout or take it over. That's far from the truth. At the end of the day, Federated and myself, we have a vested interest in the Fallout shelter with Battle Club as a partnership. So I wouldn't want to do anything to harm that. And then Battle Club, just like any other promotion that Federated Talent is showcased on, they're a platform for us. So, if we were to go in and destroy them, that's one less platform for our members to show their talent. So that's far from the truth. At the end of the day, we've been at Battle Club since day one. Unfortunately, our first match at Battle Club ended with a referee botch. That's about enough of what I'll say about that. And then, we've been consistent in Battle Club, and unfortunately, previous, leadership. There was a general manager, in the past who, for some reason, decided to have us jump through fiery hoops just to stay on the roster. And to nothing that we did. At the end of the day, we were just trying to get an opportunity and trying to showcase our talents and climb the ladder in Battle Club. And I was down to my last man standing. Literally, I had one member left in Battle Club, which was Mick Drake, and if he would have lost that match, Battle Club would have been gone. Luckily he won, and fast forward, he also won the tournament and became franchise champion. When he defended it for the first time, had an injury to the shoulder, and faced Simon Gotch and Santana and retained. We've had our ups and downs in Battle Club, but ever since Mick's got his hands on that franchise champion, everything seems to be going in the right direction now. So back to the tag team title, my idea is this: hey, if we've got the ship going in the right direction with one championship, why not a couple more? And again, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the main event. Jay Lyon, you're a Mets fan just like me. Let's go Mets. But they're holding the Battle Club Tag Team Championships. And, that's something that I feel if it's under the Federated umbrella, it helps us push the brand in the direction it needs to go. And it steers the ship in the right direction. So also, you come into this business for one reason, and that's to be the best. And, the way you show you're the best is by being a champion. So I want those tag team championship belts under Federated.
All right, there you go. And again, speaking about that, again, it seems as most people, when they mention Federated, again, they're kind of calling you guys bullies. They're calling you guys again, you're trying to outrun Battle Club here. You're trying to take it over in a sense. But from what you were telling us, kind of sounds you guys were the victims at one point here. So I kind of understand now why you have to do certain things the way you have to do.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see a little clearer now. It's starting to make a little more sense.
It's one of those situations where, when you're not in control and, you're put to run the gauntlet for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But you run it and you run it successfully. Again, I'm the guy. I'm not in the ring. I'm what they would call the mastermind behind the scenes and on the outside. I just make sure I put these guys and girls in a position where they're going to be successful. I make sure that in speaking with my partner here at the Fallout, Joaquim, I just make sure things are done correctly business-wise, and it goes where it needs to go. Yeah.
All right, there you go. Again, you're doing this out of the spirit to make sure it's the best investment for both parties involved. So again, he needs maybe.
End of the day, Battle Club does well. Great. That's great for Federated. End of the day, Fallout does well. That's great for Federated. Just as it is, it's great for Battle Club. It's a win-win. That's the way I see it. Win-win.
Maybe that's what Battle Club needs to start seeing a little more. That again, it is that win-win situation. But I don't know. I don't think they're going to see that this way. And I don't know if they're going to be too keen on me anymore, agreeing with a lot of your sentiments here. But let's keep it going because again, you're looking to add more gold as well. Not only those tag titles, but that 5 points championship here as O'Shea Edwards, the big bad kaiju. I feel like some people kind of mistake and forget the big bad kaiju is also a member of Federated, not only just STP, but he is a member of Federated, and he's challenging Steve Benya.
Yep, exactly. STP, Shane Taylor, and his guys. Much respect to them. A great group of guys, super talented. But yeah, O'Shea Edwards, we kind of share a common weapon, you could say, with O'Shea Edwards. That he is the big bad kaiju. That's a monster. That man comes through that curtain. It's scary. It's scary, especially if you're in the ring waiting for him to face you. So again, a situation where Steve Pena, he's a coach here at the Fallout. It was Mike and Masha and Steve that were the original three, and then Santi was added on. He's a coach here. I like the guy. We talk every week when he's here. A lot of people don't know this, but Pena's a very funny dude. So yeah, it's like I like him. Nothing against him. Super talented, great look. Guy looks like an action figure. But again, similar situation to the main event. Right now, he has that 5 points championship. He went through that tournament, and I mean, oh my God, the battle between him and Masha.
Oof.
It's one of those where you don't want the battle to happen. Your coaches, and you're wondering if you're going to have coaches for class, next week.
Yeah.
Especially when Masha eats the chair, it's like, oh my God, Pena just killed Masha. We need to find a new coach, and I need to send flowers to family members. But yeah, I mean, true champion, fighting champion, but business is business, and he's holding something that in Battle Club gives you some power, which is the championship, and it's one of the newer championships, the 5 points. And like I said, I think no offense, but I think the belt will look better on O'Shea, and maybe we'll change that color of that strap to red and have a little Federated representation in the championships.
I do have to say, red happens to be my favorite color, so that would look nice with a red strap. So, but here we go. Oh, Joakim says, if I didn't think they were good for business, why would I keep utilizing their talent? Oh, so now there we go. Now he's saying he's utilizing the talent. Again, it's a partnership here. So you're also lending Federated to Battle Club.
Yeah, like I said, it's business. At the end of the day, there's nothing personal here. I have love for Joakim. I have love for Kokai, Paul, for everybody involved in the Fallout Shelter, involved with Battle Club. But it's business. You don't go into this to fail. You don't go into this to be second best. If you do, don't get into it at all. That's my grandfather. Like I said, my sports was baseball, and my grandfather always put it in there. It's like, if you're not going to give 110% and want to be the best, don't go out on the field. So here, it's like, if you don't want to be the best, if you don't want to be a champion, if you don't want to be top dog in a promotion or on the entire indie scene, don't step foot through those ropes. Stay on the other side of the rail. Cheer your favorites, boo the ones you hate. That's simple. It's business.
There you go. It's truly as simple as that. But now again, we've gone through the possible gain of those tag titles, the possible gain of the 5 points championship. But now let's talk about a championship that hopefully will stay home with Federated after this Sunday. Let's talk about the franchise championship here as Mick Drake, the Dagger himself, will be defending against STP member Moses. Your thoughts on this matchup right here?
banger. That's all. Like, I mean, just look at the poster. Like,
Yeah.
and then we kind of touched base on it earlier with O'Shea. Nothing but respect and admiration for Shane Taylor and his group. Amazing group of guys, super talented. I don't expect anything less than these two, destroying each other and you know, to get their hands on that championship. But our plan and what's gonna happen is end of the night. Mick's gonna walk into that show, franchise champion, and when the bell rings, he and I will be walking out that show, franchise champion. Nothing against Moses. Again, super talented, super talented. Um, but there's a reason Mick Drake is the franchise champion. There's a reason why he went through that tournament and was able to win it in one night. Why he defended it on the next show with an injury against two world-class caliber talents in Simon Gotch and Santana, and was able to retain. I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be one where anything could happen, but me being the betting man, I'm gonna bet on Mick Drake, my guy, and Federated holding on to that franchise champion.
Which I would assume that was going to be the choice. It would have been the shocker of like, no, I think Moses is walking out. Wait, what? Like that would have been the shocker. Like, no, we're taking the tag titles and the 5 points, but the franchise, it might be going to Moses. Who knows?
No, but I'm really looking forward to this show. It's part of Black WrestleFest. It's just an amazing weekend, Juneteenth weekend. The convention on Saturday, the show on Sunday. Me being a minority, Puerto Rican and Cuban, growing up in the South Bronx. This is great. This is something that when I was a kid, you didn't see this. Joe talks a lot about this representation in the business, and a lot of the opportunities he gives, is opportunities that other places wouldn't. And it's a shame that it's 2022 and we still are finding ourselves saying that. It's a real shame. But I'm definitely looking forward to this weekend. I'm looking forward to the convention and seeing all the fun things that are going to happen there, and then Sunday it's game time. It's what we live for.
Definitely. And this is something that when I had Joakim on as well, I had to agree. And it's something that it's great to see at Battle Club that again that representation is shown. Because also again, being Hispanic, it's good getting to see again talent like that be showcased as well and get opportunities like this. And again, just people of color as well getting showcased and being put in a platform that hey, this is a main stage. It's not just oh yeah, there's one in a match like that. But no, it's actually being showcased and being put in prominent positions as well.
Yeah.
And then here we go. Joakim also to give you some knowledge as well. The first title defense was against Mysterious Q, who will also be in action on Sunday.
Sorry, that's true. The first was Mysterious Q, and he'll be in action. Another super talented individual. You're completely right. That was oh my god, that was a great match too. How could I forget that?
You know what it is? How again Mick just he gets those wins that quick. It's just
that was one I will say that was one I was a little worried about. There was a moment there that I kind of felt it slipping through our grasp, and kudos to Mysterious Q, a super talented gentleman. I met him actually. I heard of him through Mike Orlando and Booker T's promotion out in Texas, Reality of Wrestling. But yeah, super talented guy, and that was Jobber Tears. Yep, that was the Jobber Tears show. A great show in Brooklyn. Back in Brooklyn this weekend.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, again, this opportunity, if you look at this entire show, there's representation in every match, the entire show. And for it to be held in New York, to be held in Brooklyn, to be part of Black WrestleFest weekend, to be on Juneteenth, super proud to be a part of it. Super proud to be a part of it. I'm looking forward to not just the matches that Federated are involved in, but every match that's on the card, from top to bottom. And it's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to seeing them. But going back to our matches, I'm wondering if Joe got in contact with air traffic control for a main event versus Saeed and Treehouse. I think we might need to contact them, because that's going to be all over the place. Like I think he said earlier, this is going to be contested in the air, in the sky.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be that way, because again, you have 4 guys that love to showcase that aerial and acrobatic ability.
Yep.
And then again, this is in Brooklyn, so I don't know if the people around are ever going to be like, look at that height. Because I don't know if the building's going to be able to contain that.
Hopefully, if the weather is good, which it looks like it is, it's going to be held outside. So, we won't have a roof to worry about.
Well, there you go. So that's definitely going to be interesting.
And that's why I keep myself on the outside of the ring, because I'm too old for any of that.
Well, hopefully, again, you might want to keep yourself a few feet away from it, just in case the main event decide to pull some funny strings. Because I've seen what they do with that hula hoop, the ring of fire there.
I'm going to say very far away from that. Very far away.
But here we go. The boss is thinking of everything. He said he alerted JFK and LaGuardia. There you go.
Very good, very good. Good man, good man.
There you go.
Yeah, and then O'Shea, Pena, those two, that's going to be a war. That's going to be
one you might have to reinforce the ring for, because that's going to be a fight right there.
That's going to be hard hitting from bell to bell, and again, my money is on O'Shea walking away with that 5 points. I mean, he's going to have a couple of bruises, scratches, bumps, but he's going to walk away with that 5 points. And love you, Pena, love you to death, but it's business. It's nothing personal.
There you go. I'm just looking forward to the picture again after all this. Just it's going to be like Evolution style or 4 Horsemen style of just the Federated brand with all the gold.
With all the gold. And then, so here's the plan. All the gold, and then now we really steer the ship for Battle Club to the promised land. Yeah.
And again, that's win-win for everybody.
Win.
Because now you take it to the top.
Not want that. I mean, the talent holding gold and pushing the ship in the right direction, the engine to the ship, if you want to say. Yeah.
I would say after this weekend, I feel like more people in Battle Club are going to want to jump on the train now. They might be trying to send in their applications to you.
It's funny because that does happen. But again, this group of guys and girls, they're a special breed. And to be part of Federated, it's not a faction, it's not a stable, it's a brand, it's a mindset, it's a mentality. We all want the same thing, and it's to be the best in professional wrestling, period. The term best in the world gets thrown around a lot. For us, it's best in professional wrestling, period, no matter where it's at. Jeff Bezos is going to eventually colonize Mars. So when, the first wrestling show gets done on Mars, Federated's going to be the best in professional wrestling, even on Mars.
All right, there you go. It's the outer look for everything. There you go. That's what Mr. Martinez. That's why you're the ambassador here. You're making sure you're planning everything. You're making sure it's not just for Battle Club. It's Federated as a whole, everywhere.
Exactly.
Like we talked about earlier, there is a whole extension all the way in the south as well, the north. All you think about it, there's Federated everywhere.
Yeah, you're figuring you've got John Davis. Rafe. John Davis is my number one. He's been with me since day one. Um, Ray Fury, Chip Day, Saeed. And it's interesting because with the tag team match at the last show, you could say the ace was up my sleeve with Abe and Christina Marie coming in cold. I saw an opportunity where Federated wasn't represented on the all women's show, and Christina Marie is a talent I've had my eyes on for a while, and I've known her for a little while now. And I came to her with an opportunity. She won her match, and now she's a member of Federated. But yeah, it's one of those where I had the ace up my sleeve, and this time around, I decided I trust the members of Federated, and I let Saeed pick his tag team partner. And in the business, we hear the term brother, my brother, bro. This is actual blood.
Yep.
Treehouse is another talent that has been on my radar probably just as long as Saeed was on my radar. But again, it had to be the right time, and I think this is the perfect time for actual blood to tag together against a great talented team as main event and bring home the gold to Federated.
Definitely. And that's something I brought up when I had Denny Nemesis on, and I talked about, again, there's one thing, because the main event, as close as they are, they consider themselves brothers and as close as family, but it doesn't beat when you actually have a team that is blood related. Nope. They're that close that, again, it's a perfect mix here and a perfect match for Federated. And again, that might be the reason why we have new Battle Club Pro Tag Team Champions this Sunday. So
I truly believe so.
And there you go. But Mr. Martinez, I don't want to take up too much more of your time because, like I said, you are a very busy man. So I only have two final questions for you. The first being a question I ask everyone that comes on, and I'm going to ask it on the side of Federated as well. What is the end goal for Mr. Martinez and Federated?
The end goal for Mr. Martinez and Federated, it's similar to the end goal for, I know I've spoken with Joakim, with Battle Club, and what we're putting together with the Fallout Shelter. The end goal is to leave something that we love and are passionate about, and truly care about better than how we found it. The end goal for Federated is not only to be the best in professional wrestling, period, but to make a mark and leave in a better state than we found it and came into it.
There you go. I had a feeling it would be a similar answer because that's what, when Joakim came on, he gave me an answer just like that. And I really like it because, again, that's one of the reasons when I got into the business, what I wanted. I wanted to make sure, hey, because a lot of people paved the way for a lot of us to get in, I would love to be able to make that mark and assist on paving for the next person.
Yep, exactly.
That's great. That's definitely an awesome mindset. And again, a reason why, again, if you're watching this, guys, definitely go support Battle Club Pro. Go support Federated this weekend. Be there. Also, Black WrestleFest this weekend, but make sure you come out this Sunday. Welcome to War. Again, it's going to be star-studded. It's also going to be very Federated-studded. So you want to make sure you're there to enjoy the whole weekend, enjoy the action on Sunday, and go see Mr. Martinez. Again, he's a nice guy. You've heard his plea here today. Again, everyone just they're misinformed, if you will. That's all.
Things get misinterpreted. Things get lost in translation, and not everybody understands, the big picture. And yeah, sometimes we get painted in a light that it's not us.
There you go. But now for the final question here, before I let you go again, thank you to everyone that's watching. I have to ask again, because I've sent in a few applications. How about a little respect into Federated? How about giving Ray Sanchez a spot in? A media representative.
So, you know what? Abe and I spoke, and he does a really good job speaking and putting the Federated message out there. So I believe he's going to be doing commentary on Sunday for us. So I have an idea. Why? I think you might be the official podcast for Federated. So we'll have to talk on Sunday. We'll have to
Well
definitely
then,
talk on Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing you and everybody else that comes out.
definitely. We'll definitely be talking on Sunday. And guys, again, link to get yourself your tickets for this Sunday is going to be down below. But also make sure you're following Battle Club Pro and Federated. Go follow Federated right now. Make sure you're following them on their Instagram right there, _Federated. Go follow them on Twitter at _Federated. And make sure you're there this Sunday to see again this picture full with a lot more gold. Again, Mr. Martinez, thank you so much for joining me here. I'll be seeing you this Sunday. And for everyone watching, don't forget, as always, to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, and respect the craft. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you.
Peace.